what we raised and what we grew was all to put food on the table, and that's very similar to what they were trying to do
just
here.
like
Even
the
though,
story.
Henry had the dreams of, having this, huge successful farm, I certainly empathized with it just never getting there.
First off, just want to say congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Like, solid work, man.
Thank you.
It's also a great movie. Like, really, 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 really dug the movie a lot.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thanks
how'd
for
you get
coming.
involved with this? How'd you get involved with Dee's vision in this project?
Well, I read the script sort of at like the end of 2015. I talked to Dee probably in like February of 2016, and just expressed to her that I had a lot of similarities with this. I grew up on a farm in northern Minnesota, older brother and father, and it was a struggling sort of farm, tough times, and which is very similar to what they were doing in this struggling, the farm in the Mississippi Delta. I mean, the climate was a little different, but she said, jump on down. And that's kind of, long story short, I guess, the beginning of it.
Yeah, that's interesting. So you said you grew up sort of working on a farm. What type of farm was it?
It was a beef cow farm, wheat, and, but yeah, a lot of turkeys, pigs, chickens. But it wasn't, what we raised and what we grew was all to put food on the table, and that's very similar to what they were trying to do
just
here.
like
Even
the
though,
story.
Henry had the dreams of, having this, huge successful farm, I certainly empathized with it just never getting there.
Right. Now, I love sort of like the beauty of the movie. I mean, where'd you guys shoot? Because there's a beauty to it, but it's also sort of like, it felt really authentic to where you guys were shooting on location.
Yeah, we were shooting about an hour outside of New Orleans, and, what you saw is what we got. I mean, it's just a big plowed field in the middle of nowhere, soaking wet with 2 cabins on it, and that's what we had. But it was very helpful with that environment and what we were dealing with, all the elements. I mean, and I'm surprised we even got to finish the film because we had tornadoes and rain and all that, and lightning storms that were really causing us to lose days. And, Dee's a genius and magician because I think she got there with less days.
All right. I love the chemistry between you and Jason, man.
Yeah.
Talk about the two of you working together, because I mean, it's really at the center of everything that happens in this movie.
It was just great. I mean, him and I became so close. We only had a week before we started the film. We became very close beforehand. I mean, we had to. And then, sorry. And now, I mean, obviously, we're even closer. But what really helped this sort of bond beforehand was we'd just sit in a room and talk about our lives and what we've been through our families, and either gain or loss. And we both had grandfathers that were soldiers. His was in the Korean War, and my grandfather in World War II was stationed in the Philippines. And so and we found that the sort of tonality of how we were telling these stories and with the honesty that we were telling it with was exactly the sort of tone of how Jamie and Ronzel would be telling these war stories. And so that was very helpful. And I mean, to cap that off, within the bond, I mean, one of the harder scenes for both of us obviously to do was this last scene of the film. And the bond had strengthened so much at that point that after every take, him and I would just, give each other a hug and pat on you all right? You all right? All right. Guess we're going again. Let's do it.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Nah, it's fantastic work, man. Dug it to death, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Keep
man.
it up, man.